Dubai United Emirates is the business center of the Middle East and a global city located on the coast of the Persian Gulf. It has been one of the fastest growing cities in the world. One of the reasons for the recent growth is that the government made a conscious decision to diversify the city from being an oil-based economy to a tourism economy. Since Dubai's transformation, new constructions and developmental projects have made it one of the top tourist destinations in the world. And today, less than 5% of the United Arab Emirates revenue comes from oil. This is a drastic shift in the country's economy, and Dubai and its multiple futuristic and tourist attraction projects are a large part of the changing economy. Let's take a look at some of the most insane recent projects of Dubai. Aladdin City is a proposed project inspired by the story of Aladdin and his magic lamp. Developers plan to construct this iconic project in the Dubai Creek, a saltwater creek off the shore of the Persian Gulf, and it will be located near Dubai's iconic Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. The design for Aladdin City is nothing short of spectacular. Artist renderings show 3 bulbous glass towers that represent Aladdin's famous magic lamp. They are designed to evoke the feeling of Arab mythical concepts found in folklore like Aladdin, Sinbad, and Ali Baba. The towers are covered in gold lattice and seem to hover above the water in the Dubai Creek. The towers measure 24, 25, and 30 stories high, and will contain office space, hotels, and parking for almost 1,000 cars across 500,000 square feet. The 3 towers are connected to each other by glass bridges, which are covered and air-conditioned inside. The official construction contract for the Aladdin City has been awarded to Meinhardt Worldwide Group. They are an internal design and engineering firm responsible for changing skylines all over the world, having designed innovative office towers, hotels, and resorts across the globe. The firm vows to adhere to new urban development standards and aims to minimize the threat to natural resources and biodiversity. Work to build Aladdin City was scheduled to be completed in 2020, but it appears that construction has not even begun. A much simpler design and concept for the city is the Dubai Frame, which is called the world's largest picture frame. Its design was the result of a competition that invited participants from all over the world to submit their ideas for a landmark that would promote the new face of Dubai. The winning design is the Dubai Frame, a 500 feet tall rectangular structure made of glass, steel, aluminum, and concrete. It's located near the Stargate of Zabil Park, positioned so that the landmarks of modern Dubai are seen through it from one side, and from the other side, the older parts of the city are visible. The horizontal part of the top of the picture frame is a glass-walled sky deck, accessible by elevators that gives visitors a 360-degree view of the city. The ground level hosts a futuristic museum. The Dubai Frame gets about 2 million visitors per year since it opened in January of 2018. The UAE is known for innovation and setting the benchmark for technology. There are several futuristic projects on deck, including the Hyperloop, a super high-speed system to travel between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, driverless cars, and now an underwater rail network. The idea behind the underwater train is that passengers could travel from Fujairah in the UAE to Mumbai in India, all via an undersea rail network. In addition, exchange of goods and supplies would also travel back and forth along the underwater pipeline to boost connectivity between the two countries. The two cities are over 1,100 miles apart, directly across the Arabian Sea. The floating high-speed trains would consist of a 1,200-mile system using magnet repulsion to move the vehicles along at great speed, taking advantage of the lack of friction. These high-speed trains are currently in operation in China and Japan. Other countries like the US, UK, Australia, and Israel are exploring using this technology. Since Dubai is a city of innovation, it's appropriate that the Prime Minister of UAE announce plans for a museum of the future. The museum is currently under construction and is set to open in July 2020. It is a museum of innovation and design, providing a permanent showcase home for many innovations and futuristic inventions. The museum will also host labs focusing on health, education, smart cities, transportation, and energy to demonstrate and test the latest technology. The world's leading startups, tech giants, and universities will be able to benefit from the immersive experience at the Museum of the Future. The museum has 3 themes: First, it addresses robots and artificial intelligence and how that will improve humans' physical and mental ability. Second, it looks at the relationship between humans and robots and what it might be like to have robots care for the elderly. And third, the museum looks at how artificial intelligence will affect business operations, decision-making, money management, and career. The building design of the Museum of the Future makes a cultural and artistic statement. It is shaped like a giant eye and sits on the side of Dubai's main highway, the Sheikh Zayed Road, near the iconic Emirates Tower. The eye, technically a torus shape, is created from fiberglass and stainless steel. Its exterior is adorned with Arabic calligraphy, which is also visible from inside the building. The architecture firm who created it, Killa Design, says the design is intentionally symbolic. The loop of the body of the torus represents what we know about the future, and the hole in the center is the void, representing what we don't yet know. A slightly more frivolous project is the development of Blue Waters Island off Jumeirah Beach in Dubai. The man-made island is about 1,000 feet off the coastline near the Dubai Marina and is connected by an overpass and a pedestrian bridge. The project cost $1.2 billion to create. And in the true opulent tourist attraction style, Blue Waters Island features several luxury hotels and resorts, a beach club with 3 swimming pools, a shopping and entertainment area with over 150 shops and restaurants, and a residential section that features luxury apartments. But Blue Water Island is best known for the Ain Dubai, or the Dubai Eye, the largest Ferris wheel in the world. The Ferris wheel provides spectacular 360-degree views of the Dubai skyline. It features a unique design of step-up platform that allows new guests to join the ride while the wheel keeps running. One round around the Ferris wheel is 45 minutes, and the gondolas are like living room, decked out with lounge chairs and sofas. Some of the gondolas contain a table and chairs so guests can have dinner. And there are 6 gondolas with bars so you can enjoy a drink while on the Ferris wheel. But keep in mind that because the UAE is a Muslim country, the Ferris wheel may not serve alcohol. Dubai intends to outdo itself. It will soon defeat its own title of being the home of the world's tallest building, the almost 3,000-foot tall Burj Khalifa. After construction of the Creek Tower, Dubai will beat its own record. Construction has already begun for the Creek Tower, and once it's completed, it will be 3,300 feet tall. The design of the tower is said to be inspired by a desert lily, which would be a nice complement to Burj Khalifa, which is said to be designed to mimic the shape of a desert flower called Hymenocallis. The current tallest tower in the world is the Tokyo Skytree. Dubai's new tower will emit a beacon of light from its peak at night. An oval-shaped butt at the top will house 10 observation decks, including what is being called the Pinnacle Room, which will offer 360-degree views of the city. In addition to the observation decks, there will also be a boutique hotel atop the tower, and there is also talk of the world's highest mosque. The height of the mosque at the top of the 3,300-foot tower would allow one to arrive a little late for evening prayers. The sun will set just a few minutes later at that high altitude. The Dubai Water Canal extension is another large infrastructure project built to provide even more additional residential, commercial, and hotel property. The $300 million project creates even more artificial waterfront land in the city that keeps expanding. With retail shops along the banks of the water, the extension of the canal is 2 miles long and 300 feet wide, and also includes pedestrian and cycling paths. With the more than 100 million cubic feet of soil that was dredged up to extend, deepen, and widen the canal, a man-made peninsula along Jumeirah Park was created. The Dubai Water Canal Extension project also involved the creation of a 16-lane bridge to carry traffic from the main highway, Sheikh Zayed Road, past the Jumeirah Beach Road, and out into the newly created land in the Arabian Gulf. The dredging allowed for the passage of yachts up to 20 feet high to pass under the bridge. 4 marine transit stations were built for public transportation as well. And just in case that wasn't enough, Dubai continues to create even more new areas for residential, commercial, and recreational use. Each one of them features its own unique twist. The Jewel of the Creek is yet another project that considers itself to be a newly created landmark in the ever-expanding city. Located near the Dubai airport, the Jewel of the Creek complex is a 10 million square foot mixed-use development project built along the Dubai Creek. The architecture of the building reflects waves and the movement of the water along the creek. There are several 5-star hotels, residential and office buildings, marina and waterfront restaurants, a convention center with a ballroom, and a recreation center. It includes a promenade along yet another man-made island. The jewel of the creek's crown jewel, though, is the longest swimming pool in all of Dubai. We hope you enjoyed the video. Which one of these futuristic projects in Dubai is most exciting to you? Have you ever been to Dubai? Let us know in the comments. And if you liked the video, then please click the subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you'll be the first to know when a new video arrives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.